I should be live, people. Oh, sorry about my camera. But, yeah, I did just stream 19 hours ago. Okay, I'm live. Perfect. Oh, sorry about my camera. But, yeah, I did just stream 19 hours. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'm live. Welcome to the countdown to Doomsday episode 6. I forgot to write the Amazing Spider-Man 2 2014, but oh well. I don't know how short this one will be. The last few have been. Okay. Well, welcome to this podcast. Right now. I'm revisiting all the Spider-Man films. I actually finished No Way Home yesterday, so I'm just getting through all these. But yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 I watched probably like 3 weeks ago. But it stars Andrew Garfield as the Amazing Spider-Man. What's his name? Jamie Foxx as Electro. Emma Stone, right, as Gwen Stacy. And yeah, this film had a ton of villains. Sony didn't learn their lesson from Spider-Man 3. But I really enjoyed this film. I don't know, I just liked it. Like, in my opinion, this one or the Amazing Spider-Man 1 are probably the two weakest live-action Spider-Man films, not including, like, Venom and Madam Web and all that, and Morbius, and Craven, all those. What I mean is, like, actually starring Spider-Man. It was actually pretty good. But it still has so many villains, like Electro, and of course then the Green Goblin return with Harry Osborn, which, yeah, but we kind of already had that in Spider-Man 3. I don't know why they had to kill Norman. Actually, no, they actually just decapitated Norman. Norman was apparently going to survive, and I know he's going to be in the Sinister Six movie as just a head. Weird. They also had the Rhino barely in it, and then Electro. Which Electro is pretty cool. He looks like how he does in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, but it would have been so much better if they just made him how he looked in the comics, which they kind of did in No Way Home. With that flash of lightning. Electricity. But Electro, Max Dillon, you actually feel bad for. Because in the comics, I'm pretty sure he's just a criminal. But in this, he's just a guy who no one cares about and kind of forgotten. And it's just kind of sad. And then he's the one that becomes Electro. And he loves Spider-Man, but then ends up having to, not like him because he has to think Spider-Man's against him. So it's kind of just an emotional movie, if that makes sense. And then Gwen dies, which homaged, the comics, but Harry Osborn, Green Goblin, killed her instead. That reminds me of the story Sins Past, where Norman and Gwen Stacy got together. Oh, that is terrible, in my opinion. But anyways, I enjoy the movie, but the Tobey Maguire ones I would say are better than the Andrew Garfield ones, and the Tom Holland ones are better. But the movie's still good, really good. But they had too much focus on, like, setting up a bigger universe. Because, Sony ended up making, like, Venom, Morbius. But that was after they already had made the deal with Marvel. But originally, this movie was going to go into the Spider-Man Sony universe. It was going to... That's why Black Cat was in it. To set up a movie that was going to be called Silver and Black, Silver Sable, and Black Cat. Which, of course, didn't happen. Or there was going to be a Venom film, but not with Tom Hardy. Pretty sure Tom Hardy, they wanted to play Sandman in the Sinister Six movie, which was planned to come out after this, which would have had, I'm pretty sure was going to have Andrew Garfield in it, but they would have all those villains teased in a separate Sinister Six movie. Then Amazing Spider-Man 3 was planned to have the Clone Saga story, they were going to bring back Captain Stacy and Gwen Stacy, with the clone, and I don't know if the Jack would have been the villain, but it would have been cool. So yeah, it was an interesting story to adapt into a movie. But yeah, that's why I put Sinister Six movie on here, because they was setting up to have the next one be a Sinister Six. But Amazing Spider-Man 2 flopped. Actually, I think it made a good amount of money, if I'm not mistaken. I could check it, but I'm not right now. But it wasn't very popular. People didn't like it, and it just, like, it didn't make as much. Wait, how much money did it make? Let me actually search this up. Okay, it made $709 million. Also, this film came out in 2014. I forgot to say that, but yeah, it's cool, crazy how Sony really wanted their universe, Spider-Man universe, to be so connected, but you can't really do it well with Spider-Man characters. Like Venom works, maybe even Silver Sable and Black Cat, but Morbius, Madam Web, and Craven don't work without Spider-Man. Venom like can work, but it would also you kind of need the origin story with Spider-Man for Venom. So just they wanted at the time in 2014, everyone was trying to get their own cinematic universe because Marvel did it so well with Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain First Avenger, and then all leading into the Avengers. Like I'm pretty sure the Matrix did it in 2014. Also, the MonsterVerse started with like Godzilla and King Kong. The DCEU in 2013, and DCEU, not DCU. DCEU is the Snyderverse, and then of course Sony wanted to do their own. You could even say kind of Fox X-Men, but they would be bought really soon. It's like, oh, I have superheroes or some type of IP to make a universe out of. They wanted to really do it. But of course, didn't work in the end. I'm pretty sure they were wanting to either redo the Sonyverse or just starting over with the Spider-Verse characters, which I think is a smarter decision. Like I'm pretty sure they're making like a Spider-Punk movie and even a live-action Venom to capitalize off the success of the Spider-Verse films and even Venom. A lot of people want it to be R, but I don't know. But anyways, and it was shorter, but it wasn't my shortest one yet. Let me actually see what my shortest one was. Okay, my first video was 15 minutes and 2 seconds. Second one was 9 minutes 30 seconds. Third one 6 minutes 28 seconds. Fourth one 4 minutes 40 seconds. And last night's 19-hour ago one was 3 minutes 50 seconds. This one's 7 minutes and 51 seconds. Which usually I do longer streams like on my main channel, but I don't have the time for that right now. So whatever. When I get in the MCU ones like Iron Man, I'll have a lot more to talk about. But well, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to let me turn on my mic. Hit the like button and subscribe. Bye bye now. The time for that right now. So whatever. When I get in the MCU ones like Iron Man, I'll have a lot more to talk about. But well, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to let me turn